What's up, everybody? Welcome back to JustJets. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future New York Jets content. In this video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be using the Pro Football Network mock draft simulator. It's a terrific mock draft simulator. You can do trades. It's free. Doesn't require membership. Use an accurate draft board. Highly recommend it. I'll link it down in the description so you can try it with your team. In this video, I'm going to be doing a mock draft of the New York Jets, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to see what we can do. Now, the Jets have 8 picks. They have a lot of needs at, just to name a few off the top of my head, they have needs at offensive lineman and wide receiver, defensive end, cornerback, running back, tight end, interior defensive lineman, linebacker, and quarterback, because we still need to find a backup quarterback. So the goal of this mock draft will be to try to find players to fill important needs, specifically, on the offensive line, the wide receiver, defensive end, and quarterback, and try to fill some secondary needs, such as the running back and maybe the quarterback. So, and if the board allows it, maybe we'll try to address the other ones, such as interior defensive lineman or linebacker. But we're mainly going to focus on offensive lineman, wide receiver, defensive end, and corner, because those are the most pressing needs on this Jets roster, and those are the ones that really need to be addressed. So I think the goal for Joe Douglas in this draft will be to hit on 4 out of the 8 picks. So hit on pick 11, 48, 68, and 79. And then try, as we get further into the draft and we start going into the later rounds, try to just find depth and developmental players to potentially be starters one day. But without further ado, let's get into this simulation. 7 rounds, normal speed. Let's get right into it. So right now I'm just gonna kind of gauge the board, just kind of see who's on the board, who's not on the board, and then we will go from there. Okay, so just to review the 10 picks that just went off the board. Joe Burrow, number 1, as expected. Chase Young, as expected. Jeff Okudah, Tristan Wirfs, okay. I figured that would happen. Miami, Isaiah Simmons. Great player, but in real life, I think the Dolphins will go with Tua. Mekhi Becton, again, great offensive lineman, but I think they will go with quarterback here, but who knows? Maybe the Chargers really like Taylor. I don't know. Derek Brown, okay, good pick. Jarek Wills, protect Kyler Murray, makes sense. Justin Herbert, okay, I guess they don't believe in Minshew Mania. Andrew Thomas, okay, it makes sense, protect Baker Mayfield. So with the 11th pick, we have some options here. Now, I think in a real-life scenario, with Tua still on the board, maybe there's a quarterback-needed team that maybe would want to come up and trade with us. But for the purpose of this video, we are not going to be doing any sort of trades. And it looks like, all the best offensive linemen are off the board. So this kind of makes the decision very easy. We are going with CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma. Going to provide a great abilities, great speed, great height, great acceleration. True number 1 wide receiver. Very easy pick here. And we're going to look to address offensive line with the 48th pick and going forward beyond that. And we're going to look to bolster that position. But in the purposes of the 11th pick, CeeDee Lamb, welcome to the New York Jets. So now I'm going to set our board to offensive tackle just to see who's still available. This is a lot of offensive tackles are coming off the board, so we're just going to have to gauge the board. Ezra Cleveland, I might go with at 48, or Josh Jones, if he's still there, or Isaiah Wilson, Lucas Niang. However the board really falls, I'm going with the best offensive lineman at 48. But like I said, in real life, the Jets might have to trade up to get the offensive line that they really want. So hopefully Lucas Niang will last. Okay, so we're going with Lucas Niang. Again, we just went with wide receiver at pick 11, so we definitely need to hit on offensive tackle. Either way, whether we would have went offensive tackle with pick 11 or wide receiver at pick 11, we have to address either of those positions with the 11th and 48th pick. So Lucas Niang, welcome to the New York Jets. So now with our 68th pick, I'm going to try to either address corner or edge rusher. I just want to see how the board really falls before we make our decision, so let's just see who's in the board. Damon Arnett, I am eyeing. Or Khalid Kareem at Notre Dame is also an option. So we're at pick 68. The question is, what do we do here? Damon Arnett is sitting there, but we also have Khalid Kareem. But there's also some other good options, Cameron Dantzler, Troy Pride Jr., Darnay Holmes. So I think maybe we can wait until the 79th pick and take a corner. I think we need to address edge rusher here. Wait a minute. Khalid Kareem is predicted to go with the 112th pick. That might not be the best option. We can maybe wait on that. We definitely should just go with Damon Arnett here and see who's available. We'll pick 7-9 for potentially taking edge rusher. So Damon Arnett, welcome to the New York Jets. So now we're going to wait for 7-9. I'm going to set edge rusher. Yeah, we can definitely wait with edge rusher because there's really nobody that great sitting here. So let's just take a look at the overall board. I think the best thing to do here would be to take Tyler Biadasz, give McGovern a backup, so add some depth. So we're going to go with Tyler Biadasz out of Wisconsin. Welcome to the New York Jets. He's going to be great, going to add some depth, and potentially a future starter for us. So now we don't have a pick until the 4th round with the 120th pick. So we are going to, again, I really want to go after, this may be the time when I go after edge rusher, just to give Greg Williams someone to work with. We desperately need edge rusher. We haven't had a truly good edge rusher since John Abraham. So we're going on 20 years now. So that's the position I'm definitely going to try to tackle with our 120th pick. Khalid Kareem is still sitting there. It would be nice if he fell. And it looks like we made a trade. That's why. Oh, no, we didn't. We're at 120th. Okay, for some reason I thought there was a trade. Okay, so Khalid Kareem, I think we can either do one or two things here. I know I said defensive end, but let me just take a look at the wide receiver board. I'm eyeing Isaiah Hodgins potentially for our 5th round pick, so maybe we could try to do that. I just think we really need to go after edge. We need to find potentially an edge rusher. We desperately need one. But at the same time, we also need to double up wide receiver. I think we can wait on wide receiver, though. Let's take a chance on an edge rusher and not put off this major need any longer. So Khalid Kareem, welcome to the New York Jets. So now I'm going to try to address wide receiver here, potentially Isaiah Hodgins, if he's still available. Otherwise, we will have to potentially just try to load up on offensive tackle. I've always said this, you can never have too many offensive tackles, just to add depth to the roster. And in case someone goes down, it's important just to have a really strong core unit. So we're almost at the 158th pick. And Isaiah Hodges is off the board, so we can either go with the best available wide receiver of this position or offensive tackle. Let me just see. So I think we're going to go with Colton here out of WVU. Just to, again, add. I'm going to stick by that. It's just important to add depth with offensive tackle. I think we can maybe wait on wide receiver and go in the 6th round just to add some depth. I think because at this point we're just looking at project players, so we can just develop a wide receiver, add depth to the room. But for right now, let's go with adding more offensive tackle depth. So Colton, welcome to the Jets. So now, like I said, we are going to try to address our wide receiver position here, just to double up and add some more depth here. So I think we're gonna try to address wide receiver here. Again, it might be a little bit later than we expected, but there was just some real major needs that we needed to address. Obviously, wide receiver is a major need, but let's address double up on wide receiver here. Let's take Desmond Patman. So with our final pick, we're just going to try to potentially take the best player that's available. Potentially maybe running back here. I think that would be a smart option. So let's look at running back. You know what is the case? The case for running back is Le'Veon Bell. He might not be here next year. We need to add more depth. The room is a little bit thin. A lot of questions with Bilal Powell. Is he going to stay? Is he not going to stay? You know, and besides that, there's really a lot of question marks. So we need to definitely address the running back position. So I think Malcolm Perry, great value here. I think he can offer a lot and potentially under Adam Gase's offense, he can develop and hopefully be a starter for us at one point or another. So Malcolm Perry, welcome to the New York Jets. So that's about going to round out our draft. We're just going to let the draft picks run out here. I think overall it was a pretty good draft. We definitely hit on some important positions like offensive line, wide receiver, defensive end, and cornerback, and running back. I think just the big thing is definitely just adding depth to those key positions like offensive line and wide receiver, along with corner. Like I said, I think corner is also very important. So I'm happy we were able to add some key positions in this draft, and hopefully 4 out of 8 will potentially be starters, and the other 4 will be project players and guys that we can mostly work with to potentially be starters one day. So this is just take a look at our board and how it fell. So with pick 11, we went with CeeDee Lamb, Lucas Niang at offensive tackle out of TCU, Damon Arnett, Tyler Biadasz, Khalid Kareem. Went with Colton McKivitz out of WVU, Desmond Patton, and running back. So if we look at it, we addressed wide receiver twice. We got a nice backup piece for McGovern at center. We got Damon Arnett, so we gave a nice compliment for Pierre Desir on the other side. Potentially maybe a project edge rusher, another wide receiver just to add some depth, and Malcolm Perry to hopefully be Le'Veon Bell's replacer one day. So guys, that's going to do it for my mock draft. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see me do another one with trades, because most likely if the Jets really want to get the player that they have their eye on, they're going to have to potentially make some trades to get that player. So if you guys want to see how I would make the trades, let me know in the description. And also let me know what players you would choose for the Jets and who you think they're going to take at pick 11. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are safe. I'm going to be doing a live stream on my Instagram at official_JustJets on April 23rd. More details to follow on that, so make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram so you can be up to date on that. And as always, go Jets.